Good afternoon, good evening, I'm not sure what it is right now, but I am in the Honors of Destiny's Executive Assistant 6-month apprenticeship program. And I want to say today what I learned was actually really awesome. It was something that I had never really thought about, and it was talking about soft skills today. And with the soft skills, I learned that you got to really stay ahead of the game when it comes to communicating. You got to really stay ahead of the game when it comes to being a leader in there, because when I did a skit that we did today, it really opened up my eyes, because it was just like really understanding what my job entails is so important, because if I mess up, the responsibility not just falls on me, but it also makes my CEO look bad, and it also makes the team look bad. And it's something that you, as an executive assistant, don't want to never have to happen in the corporation. And when you look at that, when it comes to communicating what it needs to be done, you always got to make sure, one of the things that I was always talking about, she didn't really mention it, but it came to my mind when she was talking about making sure you're writing things down to make sure you got everything that is needed. So that way, when the order is passed out, even like through the skit, we had to do different things. And one of the skits, I just said, forget it, I was just fired, because that was like a complete mess up. Because if I'm in a different personality, because she talked about, let me back up a little bit. So when she talked about the A, B, C, and D personality traits, it made me really think about where I'm standing and where I need to be. So if I'm saying I'm on an A, but yet I operate as a D personality, something's wrong, because then I'm not an executive assistant. So it makes me examine and really look at what she's saying when it comes to your personality trait, because you don't want to be wearing a shoe that you can't fit. When I say that, it's like, if I'm a D personality, I know that I'm not able to take leadership over this program. I'm not able to take leadership into inviting the team to do anything. But if I'm in the A category, I know that I can lead the team, I can execute it, and get everything done in a timely manner when it needs to be. Or even with the B personality, they need help, but they can also execute it. But they always want to have someone to kind of uplift them. And then that person that's in that C category, they always want to have that person that's kind of like, they're in between the B and the C, because they're looking at the example. So me as being in the A category or a B category, I have to always maintain an example and make sure that I'm crossing my I's, dotting my T's, and making sure that I'm writing things down so I don't miss an important meeting or I don't miss an important program that needs to be done. Because that's taking the leadership role of a soft skills. And it's also keeping you on task, so that way you'll be able to execute whatever you're needing to do, and you'll always be an example, and they'll always be able to look to you and say, oh, she gonna get it done. Or you can be that person that's in the B that want to kind of get it done, but not ready to get it done. But with that being said, I'm gonna get ready to close out on the fact that always know what your characteristic trait is, whether you are A, a B, C, or D, because that example that you're leading has to be carried out throughout the whole company.